Hey y'all, welcome back to Mess with Mopars. It's Sunday. Yeah, it's Sunday. My friend Chris Lund came out yesterday. Actually, came out Friday and came by the shop yesterday, and we dropped the oil pan on the Super Bee behind me here. Cleaned everything up, resealed it because it was spotting a little bit around the shop, and we don't need any oil dripping on the racetrack and causing issues. So not saying that that's what was going to happen, but you never know. So it's Sunday. So today I'm taking a break from the pickup truck. Kind of want to have the Super Bee basically ready for Friday night street legals coming up this Friday. Weather dependent. Looks like it's going to be pretty good by the weather forecast, but you never know. So anyhow, so today, flip you guys around and show you what we're going to take the duoplane off, and we're going to put that one on. And we're going to take the 850 off, and we're going to put the AED carb that was specifically built for the specifications of this engine. So that's what we're going to, So that's what we're going to do today. I wasn't really paying attention to what's going on there. They also sent out a spacer, so we will put the spacer on. Hopefully the throttle cable is long enough. You never know, right? Another thing. Okay, let's talk a little bit about spark plugs. There is no right way to put this. I was using the wrong plugs in my heads on both 440s. I was using these. Problem with these is they're Chevy style plug and they're too short. I was supposed to be using these. So what happens is this threads in to there, and we are, I don't know, half an inch away from the combustion chamber. So if the electrode isn't into the combustion chamber, you are not making as much power as you could be, or should be, or would be. So I don't know how I managed to get these plugs mixed up with those plugs. I don't know. I don't think I went to Lordco. Could have been miscommunication. Didn't think about it. Didn't look at them. Well, I looked at them, but I didn't really think about it. And so as it turns out, these were running in the 512 as well as the 440 that we had in there last year after the 512 cracked the block. And I don't know if I can get you guys in there. So I'll try to zoom in a little bit. So you see in here, if I had a light, if I'd have pre-thought this out, then I would have had there. You see how you see the carbon buildup on the bottom of those threads? That's because the plug wasn't deep enough in there. So the electrode wasn't into the combustion chamber and wasn't doing its job. which is funny because every time I pulled the plugs, it looked like it was doing what it was supposed to be doing. Obviously not. You're supposed to read the plugs and everything looked good, but it looked good because it wasn't inside. I'm not saying that the engine was running bad, just that I was getting a false reading on the plugs. So there you go. That's what you learned Saturday. But that being said, we got the oil pan off and the girdle off, cleaned everything up, re-gasket, resealed it, and we should be pretty good to go as far as the bottom end goes for leaking. Not that it was leaking a whole bunch, but it was leaking enough that it was leaving a decent sized spot underneath the car. So for today, we're going to take the carb and intake off, and we'll put the new carb and intake on, get that all sorted out. And then, weather depending, maybe we'll go for a little rip later this afternoon. All right. Make sure you got the right plugs. What you going to do? That's part of the game. All right, you guys, have a great afternoon. Thanks for coming along for the ride. Don't forget to hit like, subscribe, share, leave a comment, please. I appreciate everybody that's been leaving comments. We're going to get back on the truck here, PDQ, probably a little later this week. I'll sort out the hydraulic clutch and get that figured out. I got to get a rod turned for the transmission. The rod's just not going to work properly, and I can't move the shifter forward or backward to make it work because the other rods are fine where they're at. So first, second shift rod is a little long. I'm gonna see if I can get get it lathed and then cut in the right thread pitch on it, and we'll move on. Once that's done, the transmission's ready to go. That shifter set up really easy. It was kind of nice, and I just gotta figure out where the throw bearing goes into the how to set the throw bearing. So we'll get at that this week. All right. Well, again, thanks for coming along for the ride. Don't forget to hit like, subscribe, leave a comment, and have a great day.